missed a whole lot yet, other than the fact that it is raining in France this week. It is Wheel to Wheel Season 4, Week 5. We are in Circuit Paul Ricard in France, the French GP for Season 4 in Wheel to Wheel. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's get straight to the action and watch somebody go straight off the track there in what looks like a Supreme Bio off the track there as he tries to go around. So as it starts early, we have a 140 by Elite Carbon, which is leading the way at the moment, followed by Mayo Man and Rhonosaurus, all in the 140s. Mormick just in there on a 141 flat, not too far back. Then we have Big Knockos, Rory Drain, Blue Gunner, Vern Budge on a 146. That's going to be a little bit more competitive, I have to imagine. And Welsh Wizard obviously not making that work either. Angry Chameleon is in the pits, hasn't set a time yet. Supreme Bio, we just saw spun off there. Griffin is one lap down, or one lap done, but hasn't set a time. He must have invalidated the first time round. He is currently running at through sector 2 at about 35 seconds. That seems very, 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 very quick. But let's see where he is as he comes down the back straight in Paul Ricard. Looks like he might be about to set a time. It's very interesting here. It is a bit of dampness on the track right now, but the vast majority of people on the soft option tires for this quali so far. So it is drizzling. It is that, and there's a few people there, Bunsey, K Flemo, and Airman, who are now looking at the options of the inters, because maybe it's getting wetter than the original time that was being, the original state of the track when they first came out. Welcome in everybody, and thank you for joining me. I apologize once again. And that's a bit of a wobble there. Doesn't look like Bunsey or Griffin is going to set a time this time around. He is coming around and he's going back into the pits. So let's see. Welsh Wizard has got a 148, so he's improved a little bit there on that. He's going to bit of a tire saving, maybe. Wets, or for the first time ever, let's follow this guy around. New guy in the house. Wets 69. Oh, this is Bubba's Bits, as we know him, otherwise known him as. Wets is in his first ever, not only wheel-to-wheel race, but his first online race ever. He has got an invalidated lap here, so he's a little bit of a poor start. We will come back to him in just a moment to see how he's getting on. It looks like he might be going around and into the pits. He's struggling there in the wet. It's getting much wetter. I have to. A guy named Wets comes in and we get our first, we get a wet quali. So that is something to be said. Okay, who else there? Airman's after 7 time 143. He is flying around here at the moment. Let's see, Kaiser Gunner going for another one. He's going for another lap. Or is this his first one? I thought he was out before. It was Welsh Wizard has gone twice before. Let's see how it works out for Kaiser Gunner, who looks extremely fast in this wet weather, despite the fact that he's on the softs. It does look like it's getting worse than from when they first came out. So, will the Elite Carbon time being the one to have just optimal? He went out, set a good time to begin with, and things just went downhill from there with regard to the weather. So maybe, just maybe, he may have jumped the gun, literally. But look at this now, all at 140. A 140, yeah, 142. This is where it's about. This is where it's about at right about now. Wets is gone around again, is he? He is going around. That is for damn sure. Doesn't want to be doing that. Budge is in the pits. Vern is on an outlap. I know Vern doesn't like this track, but it is similar to China, which is a big favourite of his. One person who does like this track is, of course, Mormick. Mormick loves this track apparently, and as such has put him a max bet on himself at 4-1. One of the favourites now as a race winner, already a race winner in season 4. He is now one of the hot favourites in this lightning quick Ferrari. And let's see if his time has improved as he comes through and around in Sector 1. He looks like he's loving this track. Let's see where he's at now as he comes down. Ooh, let's see. Where is he at? Oh, we're gonna have to wait to get to Sector 3 to see the differential. Or sorry, the delta. Differential something else completely entirely. Oi, 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 oi. Here we go. Let's see where Mick lies as he comes into Sector 3. He is plus 1.5 seconds, so it might be the case that Elite Carbon doesn't even need to come back out. Mayoman, another hot favourite. He has been the most consistent driver this season thus far. Bunsey, of course, has got a couple of wins, but I have to say, this guy should have had podiums every single week this season. He has been maybe robbed of a couple of podiums that he ended up not getting, but 2 fourth places despite those complications. So where is Rhonosaurus? Where is he lying as he comes around? Will he improve? He looks very confident here altogether. Well, I think these guys, it might have been the guy who took advantage first. And there he goes. Rhonosaurus is around, trying to push it all the way. Mormick is going to come back in now as well. It looks like. He is warming up those tires. This is not a fast lap for sure. Let's see who else is out and possibly setting a time. Budge. Let's see where the Budge, returning to form last week with a second place finish behind Bunsey. Looked like he just done everything right in Hungary, which was absolutely phenomenal for him. He may be coming back and on form once again. Will he improve on his time? He can improve on that 146. There are people out there that are doing 142s in this weather, so this might jump him if he was quick enough. 142, 143. The long run down, 144. Jumps him. It doesn't. Oh, he invalidated. That's not Budge-like at all. Not Budge-like at all. But let's see. Who else is out on the lap? Let's see. Supreme Bio is Sector 1, 143. No, that's not right. He is done there. Okay. Who else is around? Griffin. We're on with Griffin. Where's Wets? Or Bubba's Bits. Let's see if Bubba's Bits is on an outlap. And Bubba's Bits has been disqualified. What happened there? So Bubba's Bits is gone. Budge just left the session. We are having a lot of people being kicked out of the session. Oh my, we are having another fantastic EA Sports moment in F1 racing. Lots of people being kicked from the session. Budge is gone. Blue Gunner's gone. Kaiser's gone. Everybody else is in the pits pretty much. The only cars out on track now is Rory Drain. There was still time left. Will they have another quali, or are they going to go with the way things are? I don't know. It looks like there's a lot of people getting kicked out of the session, and we may be coming and having a complete reset. Wow. Yet more glitches in this absolutely... Oh, that's Rory Drain. Rory Drain. I'm assuming that is not going to have any bearing on the actual race because this is going to be a reset. So we'll let that go, Rory, for the moment. But if we don't get reset, or it looks like some people are coming back out, tire saving is illegal. This is one of those places. Tire saving. Rory Drain has left the session now as well. It looks like everybody's out now. Looks like people are just looking to get back. Bunsey, way down the pecking order. He obviously didn't get out as early as he would have liked. And he hasn't gone much above 142. 142 seems to be where it's at in the rain. Oh, and there is Bunsey into a wall. So, folks, let me tell you, it's going to be interesting. I have to imagine there's Bunsey has left the session. Yeah, so it looks like we are resetting. I will wait till I get notification of a new invite, I guess. So, while we're waiting on the new startup, and I wonder exactly how that's going to materialize too, because does it mean we're doing quali all over again? Because Chameleon is no longer, didn't set a time, nor did Wets, or Bubba's Bits, I should say. So, let's see. Here is the results of last week and more. Excuse me. As it happens, while we wait, we will go through some of this. As I said, Bunsey with his second win of the season. Budge finishing up in second, and that was complemented by the fact that Elite Carbon finished in third place. 2 Hasses on the podium. Unbelievable stuff there from them guys. Fantastic stuff. That said, it doesn't mean a whole lot because those guys are not on the same team. Budge, of course, Budge, of course, is Angry Chameleon's quit to main menu. Yes. Excuse me. Budge, of course, is Angry Chameleon's championship teammate this year. So it looks like that's the way. What we got? It looks like we've got another invite there. Sorry, I beg your pardon, folks. Got a lot of things being thrown at me here all at the same time. We are joining. Oi, oi, oi. Anyway, Mayo Man there got pole, finished 4th. And we will see from later on in the rankings. These are the rankings, of course, after all of the reviews that went on last week. Of course, so Mayo Man in 4th, Blue Gunner in 5th, Kaiser in 6th, Mormick in 7th, Ronosaurus with the fastest lap in 8th, Rory Drain in 9th, and Angry Chameleon, will notice, is in 10th. He did actually finish on in 8th position, but received a 10-second penalty and I believe 3 penalty points for the collision, taking Mormick out, or taking Mayo Man out at the front of the pack. 21 laps, I believe, of absolutely fantastic racing. Unfortunately, it resulted in both of them losing a lot of places combined. Mayo Man made a big run for the end and got P4 regardless of that spin. Okay, so Verdi Vern finished in 11th, Big Knock goes in 12th, Why Not C in 13th, Supreme Bio in 14th, and all the DNFs of K Flemo, Welsh Wizard, Major Jam, Iron Man, and Is a Hero. That leaves us, as we see, with Bunsey in first place, Mayo Man in second with 58, and Major Jam with 40, rounding out the top 3. Budge takes a massive jump up to 31. He's now equal to Mormick in 4th. 4th and 5th. It's just Mormick ahead on wins. We also have Blue Gunner there in 6th. Angry Chameleon in 7th. Why Not C on 25. His only scoring points a win this season. In 8th. Griffin 23 in 9th. A reserve driver in the top 10 is incredible, to say the least. He is getting a regular seat every week now. It looks like with the ins and outs of other drivers. Okay, Elite Carbon rounds out the top 10 with 23. He's making a push now after getting a great result last week in that Haas. Kaiser in 11th, Welch was in 12th, Rory Dane in 13th with 10 points, Ronus Orson with 5, in 14th with 5, Big Knock goes in with 4, Vernie Verne with 2, Wilfred Boney and Kay Flemo having 1 point in 17th and 18th, and Supreme Bio on Is a Hero yet to score this season. That leaves Mayo for Jam, 98 points gathered so far this season. Team Bungun follow up there with an excellent haul of points, with Bunsey taking 25, and of course Blue Gunner getting the 8 in 5th. So that is a 33 point haul, and of course because Major Jam DNF'd and Mayo Man finished 4th, it just means that they only had the 12 points that separates them of Mayo Man. That separates them. This, like, it would have been even honours if Mayo Man had been crashed out. But then, that said, Mayo Man probably should have won that race. I firmly believe that he may have just gone to the end and won the race. Okay, that is the standings, folks. That is the way things are. We are still waiting on the guys to get going. How is it going, Shamrock? Nice to see you, fella. How do I get all this when streaming off a PS4? I have a whole shit ton of wires and stuff. We will give you a tour of the Meeps cave sometime. Unfortunately, we're going to be racing in just a moment. Looks like we are back in France, and it's a one-shot quali. It is a one-shot quali because of the way things went. This is a lot of work. Because it looks like the lobby glitched out and some people had set times and others hadn't. This is fixed, I know. Chameleon may actually get pole here, and he didn't even set a time. That's all I'll say. So let's join the action. Yeah, Shamrock, I do a lot of work to get this up and running. We have the different modes, podcast, we have streaming mode, we have alt mode, which is the all the results. And we try to bring you the very best of Meeples magic every week, as Spider-Man would say. Spider-Man, welcome in. I hear you are engineering for knockos. I think you may be onto something for sure. A lot of wires, a lot of equipment. We are doing everything we can to bring you the best quality stuff. Oi. So before we get going again, it is one shot quali, as I said. Oh, here we go. So let's follow. We will follow. Who was it that was? Oh, who's first out? Looks like Blue Gunner. We are on board with Budge, but is Budge even the first? Oh, it's very difficult to tell who's where. Okay, so. Oh my God. We were on Budge, and then, okay. So look, we haven't got really much of a choice. We can't watch it like traditional quali. But let's see how our boy Wets. Let's go to Wets. We will follow Wets around on his quali. And he's invalidated already. Ouch. We will stick with Budge because honestly, we're not going to get to view everybody again. We have invalidations already, as it turns out. So what will go on here? Let's see where Mormick is. Who is invalidated? Nobody is invalidated there. Iron Man. Looks like Griffin is leading at the moment. Mormick is so. Budge crosses line. Griffin with the fastest lap. Yeah, looked like he was setting the time. This is where they're all coming in now. They're all setting the time. Disqualified for Kaiser and Bubba's Bits. So Where did Angry finish? He finished with a 133 in 9th position. Griffin setting the fastest lap. There's some people who might have an issue with the way that went. But hey, look, they have to do something. We have to decide the starting grid somehow. But there are some people there who have dropped like a hot snot. They've dropped like a bag of rocks. So yeah, okay, that is quality. That is quality this week. A very unorthodox way of doing things, but it is done nonetheless. That means that pole this session is Griffin in the McLaren, sitting in for Major Jam. Why Not See is in second, Mayo Man in third, Bunsey in fourth, a vast improvement from 10th, Supreme Bio in fifth, a vast improvement for him too, Blue Gunner sixth, seventh for Rondosaurus, Elite Carbon in eighth, probably a bit sore about where he sits, Angry Chameleon in ninth, Budge in 10th, Bernie Vern in 11th, Iron Man in 12th, Rory Drain in 13th, Welsh Wizard, K Flemo, Mormick, Knockos, Kaiser, and Bubba's Bits finishing out the quali this time. That is the order we have as it happens. Thank you everybody for joining us. If you would be so kind, I know there are people who watch these things back. Please, when you're watching it back, give us an L like there. We'd really appreciate it. It really helps with the algorithm, and it really helps get the Wheel to Wheel faithful and the Meeps out there every week. We get more and more viewership. We average about 5 or 6 views live, which is nice. It's nice to have company. Thank you, Spider-Man and Shamrock, for joining me, as it so happens. Getting tons of messages here from people. Looks like, yeah, we are one shot quali, as we had there. That was some of the messages that I was receiving whilst we were live. Okay. We are ready for week 5 racing to begin in France. It is a very unusual beginning, another unorthodox start, but this is the glitches that exist within the game. Oh my god, Supreme Bio has led the session. Are we going to have another one? It looks like we are having another bunch of people falling out again, are we? Oh, this game it's just torturous. Where do we stand? I will wait. That is all I can do. That is all I can do. Excuse me, folks. Absolutely cannot believe that this might be the way it's going again. Oh. How is URC going, Shamrock? How have you been? You're nearly finished this season, right? What in the name of God? Alright, so they've done quali. There's a few lads who have been kicked out, and it looks like they're going to wait. They're going to wait till those lads get back in. Oh, yeah, I won't press X. I don't have that option anyway, so. Supreme Bio has joined. Excellent stuff, so that's good. Let me see. Oh, where did I go? Where are we at? Oh. Looks like we're just waiting for the lads to get back in. It's this game, shocking, absolutely shocking. Now, yeah, I knew it was close to the end. I hadn't seen the last race, but geez, wow, you're straight back into it. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, that's a lot going on. That's a lot going on. You don't want to take a season break or end a season break. Wait till some of these glitches are kind of resolved. Or are you still using 2021? Oh, you're using 2022, aren't you? Yeah, you're using 2022. Pretty sure it was. Oh, yeah. It is a lot of work to get this up, Shamrock. It's not just it is the PS4, the streaming and all that, but there's all sorts of equipment that I stream. This all is all running through 2 laptops and a video capture device and cameras and microphones and software on the laptops, obviously. So we do our best. We do our best. We sure do. We like to do our best. We do our best to bring you what. Oh my God, Kaiser's left the session now. Ouch. We do our best to bring you the very, very best every week of Wheel to Wheel. It is all we can do. It is all we can do. And you have to deal with me for just a little bit as we wait for these guys to resolve their situation. This week is brought to you. We'll see. We get a little bit of by Reavers of Midgard, the board game, Doom, the board game, and of course over here Australia by Martin Australia by Martin Wallace. Big Z box. The Big Z box. The Meeples Cave is a sacred place for everybody. The reason that we don't have a break is because the plan is to end season 3 in December, okay, or so. I have 3 or so weeks off before season 4 and then get going again. I know it sounds rushed, but it should be okay. Yeah, look, I mean, look, if you're enjoying it, that's fine. You know, it is what it is. To be fair to that, the wheel to wheel season is 24 races long, so it's it's a haul. Like it's like you have a significantly shorter season, as far as I'm aware. So ultimately, you know what I mean. It is what it is. So we are back racing. We have now jumped back racing. Let's get back to the live stream. Okay. And Griffin will lead us around. Okay. Budge told me as well that I can move this lap counter and display of the positions and all the other stuff around. I think I will do that so that I can have a bit of a better looking screen and we'll maybe make it smaller rather than bigger, because I think it's way too big for the visual on screen. We'll maybe make this a little smaller so that we can get everybody in. There we go. I'll make me smaller. I fit nicely in the corner. Griffin taking us around. Why not see in second place? Mayo Man in third. So this is interesting. Mayo Man is up and about there, and so is Bunsey. Why not see though, having a stonking lap? And he may like there's who is it? Why not see Bunsey? We've got race winners and podium sitters all in the top 3 and 4 there. Supreme Bio has had a great qualifying in 1 lap, but the problem for Supreme Bio this season has been maintaining a that throughout the entire thing. So let me see. Looks like we're lining up now. We're about to line up, and to be fair, let's see what the tires are. Tires, so medium, hard, Mayo Man on the hard, Bunsey on the hard, Blue Gun on the hard, Elite Carbon on the hard, and Budge on the hard, with Iron Man on the hard. Are they going hard soft? I think they might be going hard soft. It looks like a more or less even split hard to mediums. There's probably people thinking they can do medium soft. It's a push. but medium soft may actually be possible. Come on, change, you bastard. We will have to watch from this side as it turns out. We will turn on the position change. Have we got another damn fucking glitch? I want to change. And looks like we're good to go. Oh no. Oh no, Supreme Bio's gone. Okay, let's look at it from this angle because that's all we've got, unfortunately. And that's a hell of a race down to the front. That is a great takeoff by Griffin. He is retaining the lead. Why not a Mailman still there as well? Oh, and we have the first of the casualties. Blue Gunner is down 6 places. He's now down 8 places. As these guys come around like, oh, where did he lose all that time? Where is he? Blue Gunner. There he is. He's all the way back down to 13th. We have the biggest of the gainers is 6 places by Arma and Budge down 5 places. Oh, look at this. Who's that being driven? That's K Flemo running Chameleon wide. What is going on? Look at the state of these guys. There. Oh, there's a bit of oh. There's a lot of argy-bargy going on in the back here between these two guys. Neither Chameleon or Flemo giving any quarter. This is insanity. This is obviously not live anymore. We're not doing this, right? Oh, look at this. There's Chameleon around. Yeah, there's a bit of messing going on, so this is not going to be for real. This is not going to be for real. This is going to be a reset. It looks like. Is this for real? What's going on? Kaiser Gunner up 8 positions. Mayo Man has jumped his team. Oh. Griffin way out ahead by 2 seconds. I have to imagine that this is just messing now. Like, there's no way that Chameleon. Oh, look at it. Yeah, see. Chameleon down to 13th and literally plowing through people at this stage. This is not for real, is it? This is not. Is this for real? Can't be for real. Who else down? Blue Gunner's all the way back to the back. One final restart. Yeah, there's just people messing now. It's not a real race anymore. Anyway. Yeah, it looks like there's a few glitches, people getting kicked in and out. Stream crashed. Cars in AI crashing into everybody. Yeah, no shit, like. Unreal. This game, honest to God, this game is just. It's just bullshit. It's bullshit. Kaiser Gunner running 8 places. Oh, brilliant. Mayo Man and Griffin still going out. Everybody's an AI. Griffin with a 10-second penalty for corner cutting. I'm assuming I'm just going to get a new invite. I'm going to quit the main menu anyway. And we will go again. We shall go once again. This game is absolute shite hop. Okay, we will leave this up for you here just so you can see this time next week, if we aren't postponing this to next week. I'm assuming this will go to the back of it. We will be like the real. Oh, go away with the podium pass. I don't want the podium pass. Do not show this again. Don't take me anywhere. Thank you. It is, yeah. It's a restart. There's a load of shit going on. Like, I mean, it's another Kickstarter. I got a notification there from Chameleon. We are going again. Yeah. It's absolute shite. Pants Melogian, as other places would say. It's absolute shite, to be honest. Like, it's tiring at this stage. We all put in a lot of effort and a lot of work to make this happen every single week. We pay a ton of money to never play a game. Oh, and I would just like to remind people, or to show people, actually there we have 24 rounds in this, as China has been added to the end of the season. Round 24 will be in China, and if this doesn't work out well today, we will be adding this to round run this round at the end of all that, I'm pretty sure, and we will be rejoining the same timeline as real F1. We will be back, and we will be in Singapore. A really, really nice track. I really liked Singapore when I was racing in the other game, or in wheel to wheel. Really like Singapore. Who's hosting might need to change. It's Chameleon sending out all the invites, so I'm assuming it's him. Yeah. He has what'd you say? He's got the internet of what we were saying before. It looks like we're getting more invites actually. Yeah, it looks like we got an invite, so we're good to go. Okay. He's got his. Looks like I'm going to join the lobby here. Join the lobby. Should be an invite there for your Spider-Man and Knockos. Or for Knockos there. Knockos is not in yet, but he will be. There he is. There he is. He's turning. He's in. So I'm spectating. Okay, folks. One more damn time tonight. I honest to God, I really at this stage. I'm as happy for this to end now at this stage. But anyway, we will try and bring you. Look, there's people leaving already. Or getting kicked out already. Is this Angry Chameleon's social welfare internet? Is it? Welcome in, everybody. Please give us a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's much appreciated. It gets me out there. It gets Meeps out there. If you don't want to do it for wheel to wheel, which I fully understand, you have to want to do it for the Meeps. Please, please, please get the Meeps out there. Get it. What is this now? Voice message from Budge. Should I play that live on air? Should I play that live on air? Vote now. Do I play Budge's message live on air? For those who are watching afterwards, no, shouldn't play that live on air. Voice message from Budge. We have one vote for no. I know Spider-Man's going to put in about 15 yeses, but it's probably best if we get me kicked off. Thanks, Sarah Alexandra. Appreciate it. The Meeple's sister. The Meeple's sister, of course. Send it to you. I think it. I don't. I haven't even listened to it myself. It's in the F1 group, so it's probably private. So I let it be. Yeah, it's probably best. Vote now. Vote now. Get Meeps in trouble. Oh, like and subscribe. Yeah, that's all we can do right now. We are waiting for these guys. It looks like they're getting kicked out all over again. Vern has absolute shite internet. He's in that social welfare band, I think, bandwidth. Well, he is shite for me now. Everybody else is perfectly fine, except Rhinosaurus went down a little bit, but he's back up. 2 full bars. Or does that even matter? I don't even know if that means anything in the game. You let me know if it's okay there. That sounds like a very diplomatic way of doing things, all right. But we will leave it as is. I will listen to it later. There may be a rant or two. But I'm assuming the one-shot quality stands. I'm assuming that quality stands. Or are they doing it all over again? There will be a lot of people upset about this if...
Hey, Meeps, how are you?
Well, Mel.
So I jump outside. I'm going to jump in my own part here. I just need some quiet time.
Yeah. Is it all over, or are they really going?
They're going for a chat.
Yeah, they are. So they're going to give it one more go, yeah?
So we're going to give it one more go.
I appreciate the update. Yeah, it's shite, this game, isn't it, really? It's such a pain.
Yeah.
It's like, it looks like there's more people falling out.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're just keep getting kicked out to start the race.
Yeah, are we going one shot again, or does that stand?
No, straight in like Flynn.
Very good. That's all the latest news from the Mayo.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought live information would be the latest information coming from Mayo?
Live information. Straight from the paddock.
Straight from the paddock, yeah. How are you feeling about that? You're looking solid there now. You're liking that. You're liking this game, I think.
Yeah, man. I've done.
Yep. You've been kicked. Otherwise, I'm changing my vote. Yeah. Sorry, Mayo. I don't know what happened there. You may have been kicked, or you may have had to jump out because we're about to start. It looks like. Very best of luck to Mayo. Thank you very much for updating us with all the latest information straight out of Mayo. Straight out of Mayo. Okay, so we have everything. I think we're all good to go. Let's join the action because we are going to be going straight racing. There's no quali, no one shot, no nothing. We're starting in 18 seconds for the what's this, the third time now? Anyway, looks like we're good to go. Looks like we are good to go. It is France. Take 3. Circuit Paul Ricard. Here we go. Otherwise, I'm changing my vote. I think it's too late now, anyways. I think Budge is washing his goldfish though, so that's probably something. He's probably just trying to get that in there. He's probably trying to let people know that's why he's late. No, baby. Anyway, it is take 3. Looks like we're waiting again. Don't press X, folks. Don't press X. Do not press X. Or you'll be kicked out. Well, it looks like everybody's getting kicked out anyway, so it doesn't really matter. That's not exactly a threat. God. And here we go. We have another countdown. 13 seconds to go. Yeah. Yep. Here we go. And we're straight off. That was quick. There we go. And Mayo Man is away, and he has already gotten one position on Why Not See. That's a great start by him. And who is round? Who is round? It is Vernie Vern who is around. Wets is up. Now he's down. Now he's up. He's up trade. There's a hell of a battle going on between a new guy and Mormick. Oh, and there's... Who is that around? Rhinosaurus was around. He is now at the back, except for Vernie Vern, who is right behind him. He must have had it around himself earlier on. The biggest gainer in all of this is K Flemo once again. What an absolute repeat of the first time. Angry Chameleon up 3 positions there. That's changed his fortunes completely as well. He is not down in 13th. He is up in 5th. Fantastic stuff from him. Why Not See? Look at this Griffin though. Griffin is already 1.6 seconds ahead of Mayo Man, who is by no means a slouch in this game. Wet is up. Bubba's Bits is up 5 places. Look at this guy go at the back. He is, of course, in the Mercedes, which is one of the faster cars on track. But this guy's making an impact in his first ever race online. Knockos. There's the battle. Look at that. Takes a slipstream and he goes around the outside. How will they go into turn 1? Look at this guy go on his first ever race. Oh, and he's after cutting the corner there. He's just not. Oh, wow. He's a little bit out of control there as it happens. He did not. He tried to go tight in on the first corner. And we have 2 around. It is Rhinosaurus and Bubba's Bits. Oh my god, they're around. It looked like they came together, to be honest. They were trying to race side by side in the corner. But that is the end of Bubba's Bits push for glory. He was up there. He was on the way. Supreme Bio dropping 1, Blue Gunner dropping 1, but he dropped in the last one. He dropped all the way to the back, so he'll be happy just to be staying around. This is an incredible battle of the Alpines. Again, Alpines are not on the same team overall. It is Mayo for Jam, and Why Not? What team is Why Not playing or on now? Why Not is on. Not even sure. We'll come back. Okay. So Why Not? Look. Oh, Griffin. Oh, Griffin is out. He's after lashing into the wall at the worst possible place. He's got to go around the entire track to get in and then out again. He is all the way to the back of the grid. And Mayo Man, not for the first time, but at least this time, Angry Chameleon is not around him. But Mayo Man is now leading this race. Let's get onto the tyres. And he's on the hard, so he's on the long strategy. That is an amazing thing for him to get out ahead like that, ahead of all the medium runners. Again, about a 50-50 split. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of the 18. So an 8-10 split, and I am after being kicked from the fucking stream. Oh, I'm after being kicked from the stream. This game. I think I'm broken. This game. Oh, this is shite. It's absolute shite. Join session. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Honestly, folks, absolute shite. Oh, Mother Divine Christ. Griffin has gotten around and he's back out, but he's right at the very back. Let's see how this goes. And I can't see any major change. Oh, wait, hold on. Why not see is all the way back down to 12th. Is he after having a bit of a wobble? This is mad. Oh my god. So Big Knockos is not living up to his part of the bargain of getting a 15-1. Oh, and now we have K Flemmer around, it looks like. Is this a live race anymore? We will keep commentating on it, but this may not be actually a live race anymore. I'm not even sure. Oof. Welsh Wizard and Budge going at it in the middle pack. Why is Budge? Why is Budge in a freaking Alfa Romeo? What? Looks like we've had another glitch. Oh, folks, I can't even get the stuff up anymore. I don't have any new information, folks. Oh, there we go. I don't have a clue what's going on now. Why is Budge in an Alfa Romeo? Iron Man in the Ferrari, that's correct. Mick in the Ferrari, that's correct. Kaiser in the... am I not privileged to some shit? I'm at a loss, folks. I am really at a loss as to what's going on here, because why is Budge in an Alpha? Who else has moved? Iron Man 3-second time penalty. He is up in 9th. Let's see how it is. So Griffin, Why Not, and Rhonosaurus, massive losers at the start of this race, all the way down. Angry Comedian is now up to 2nd, and Mayo Man is now crapping himself because I did say earlier that Mayo was happy to be ahead and not have Chameleon around. We are on lap 6 of 27. Oh, and there is Bunsey around. Last week's winner, 2-time winner in season 3. Bunsey's around, and that promotes everybody from. Look, well, it looks like this is not a real race again, is it? This looks like, I don't know. I'm getting the impression that this is a casual one. It may not be. We will jump on board with Angry Chameleon and Mayo Man's battle. This was where it was last week again. But this track is a lot different This track is a lot different to the one that they were on last week. As it happens, this week, it is the powerful Mercedes who will be king around here. As we see there, that is great driving from Mayo Man to retain that position. He did not give that up lightly, and it did force Angry Queen just to back off that little bit there, as he has to deal with Supreme Bio all over the back of him. But look at the speed of that Mercedes catching up into those corners, as Mayo Man seems to have to close down or to slow down a little bit more. Remembering as well, of course, that Mayo Man is on the long strategy here, and as long as this goes without a safety car or anything crazy like that, Mayo Man is on for a good finish to this race with the faster tyre, it looks like. That is a great exit from Mayo Man. And Chameleon, Griffin gets a 3-second time penalty, and Chameleon just off about half a second there. But as we saw, folks, the back straight on this is very, very long, and he will absolutely Chameleon is, that's probably where Chameleon is likely to make his push, which is just around the next hairpin. So long as he gets a good exit, Mayo Man will have to defend heavily. Angry Chameleon used all of it. Look at that. There's a shot. Angry Chameleon using all of the ERS, and look at, oh wow, that is great defending by the man. Look at Mayo Man defending. He has all the ERS in the world that he wants as he defends down that straight. Chameleon is burning everything he's got. He's got no ERS left. He's down to 12%. Fantastic stuff. So he is pushing and he is doing very well, but also those medium tires will come to the end of their life much quicker than these hards. And Mayo is just doing an incredible job defending on the slower tire and not using the ERS. Well, not a whole lot of anyway. He's giving a little touch as he comes out, and he's just going. He's getting these exits just right, and he is just giving himself every possibility. That's an incredible exit out there on the final corner, down the front straight, down the pit straight, or the pit straight. Jesus, I'm so tired now at this stage, folks. Anyway, as Mayo Man is further ahead coming into this middle section, middle sector, and he is, what is he, 7 tenths, 8 tenths? He's going to have a great exit out of here. Chameleon a little bit faster there, but look at this. He is giving it all. Look at Mayo Man going to the inside, going to the inside, going to the inside, going to the inside, and coming back to the right as this straight comes to an end. And that time Mayo Man did burn a little bit extra ERS. He kept way ahead there. He is doing a great job of managing this race. He is using the ERS right where he needs to in order to get to retain the lead in this race. But Chameleon, who last week was running very close on these tires, did eventually run out of tire and did then eventually tap the back of Mayo Man, spinning both of the drivers. But this time Angry Chameleon is a ton closer, and we just cannot leave a battle like this at the moment. We will see if the overtake happens, and if the ensuing battle means that Why Not See is out of this race, and we have yellow flags. Oh my God, do we have a safety car? We have yellow flags. Doesn't look like we have a safety car. Just sector 3 flags. That's okay. That is okay. And there we go. Angry Chameleon pushing once again. He's building a bit of that ERS up. He's back to 24%. But so is Mayo Man. And that is a much better... look at this. This is brilliant. Because now, same again. over to the left of the straight and then bringing it back to the right, trying to break the toe. And Chameleon not using the DRS obviously, but not he is not getting any not using any ERS. He needs to build that up. Oh yeah, and Mailman didn't have to use a whole lot that time because he wasn't going to defend fresh air, that's for sure. Chameleon is obviously waiting. He's obviously waiting, and actually here's a thought. Who is that that's on track? Oh, who's having trouble there? That's Bubba's Bits. Bubba's Bits, who is just literally looks like he's trying to get back to the pits. But here's Mailman and Angry Chameleon and Supreme Boyle once again. Supreme Boyle, all of a sudden, putting together consecutive laps incredibly well, and he is hanging on to the back of these two guys. There's Rory Drain, who's first into pit under normal circumstances. He'll probably go hard now, which means, and I apologise to those folks who didn't tell me, but here is the tyres. Yeah, so Rory Drain into pits for those hards, and that's great now because that means essentially Mailman has fought off all the advantage of those medium tyres in the first stint. Chameleon burning the ERS, burning it real quick, but he's not going to get there quick enough. He's got to the end of the straight, but he is not going to try. He can't possibly do to Mailman what he was doing doing the last time. Will Chameleon go for an undercut in this race? This will be an incredible. Oh, there's that voice message. Another voice message this time. Another blood. Okay. So let's see. Oh, that's a bit of a cut there. But he knows how to get this last sector together. Chameleon does, because he's now right up on the gearbox of Mailman. And Supreme Boyle has dropped off a little bit because Chameleon is incredibly fast in the third sector. And this may be all down to the fact that Mailman is set up differently. And he survives the pit straight again. Chameleon not getting the use or not getting the advantage on that DRS on that straight. It's not long enough, not quite long enough for him. But I'm still confused as to why Budge is in a, what do you call it, in an alpha. Has there been some sort of change going on? Now Chameleon is a lot closer. He's about 1.5 tenths closer on this turn. So now we will have him. He doesn't have any ERS though, but Mayo does, and he survives yet another straight. And the advantage of these medium tyres is disappearing the more these laps go on. This is lap 12 already, and we are at the halfway point almost in this race. At the end of this lap, we're on lap 13. We're only 14 to go. And Chameleon has to make a decision. Is he going in and trying to undercut maybe Supreme Bio or them? Or who else is going to make that change? Rory Drain has already made the change 2 laps ago. So it shows you that those mediums are probably not optimal at this point. So does he want... He's obviously going to get fresher hards for the remainder of this race. But that also means that the hards maybe, after gaining or keeping the advantage, Angry Chameleon. Oh, it was Supreme Boyle was after that. So Supreme Boyle, let's see what happens with regard to Supreme Boyle. I know Chameleon wants to take the lead of this race. Psychologically, Chameleon wants to take the lead of this race before he pits. Now he may pit on the very next lap, but once he gets the job done, he probably feels like he got a psychological advantage from this. But let's see how that plays out. Oh, and another one running close. Running very close there. And Mayo gets a great exit out, and he's now much further ahead than he was a minute ago. And he's got the advantage, and Chameleon probably losing the opportunity there to make that overtake on this lap. He is not making any inroads whatsoever, and Great, great ERS saving and work done by Mayo Man in this race. He just knows when to do it. He's driving inspired this season, and he may yet just take his first win. It was long overdue and probably should have one or two in the bag already, but as it happens, he doesn't, and he is now dead set on taking the win in this one. Chameleon is as I said, Chameleon is a lot faster in this sector. He is closing up 2-3 tenths in sector 3. But let's see how the rest of this race is going just at the moment, because it looks like this is retained. Is Chameleon going in this time? No, he is not. He is not. As I said, he's probably psychologically, what he wants to do is, oh, look at that. Great exit once again on the final corner and gaining 2 tenths on that straight. Mayo Man is rocket fast in a straight line, considering that the Mercedes is more powerful than that Alpine. Anyway, let's see how it goes. Chameleon is running those mediums a long way. Is he hoping to go as long on the mediums as Mayo Man does on the hards? Because Chameleon would be doing that, possibly do that, but his tires have to be screaming him at the stage. And there's another. This is where it's telling. Chameleon before was getting much better exits there before, and it's just not happening anymore. ERS, 12% all the way down, and again he just comes up that bit short. Mayo Man doing what he needs to do when he does it, and he's just retaining that ERS and getting back up to about 40-45%, and it means that Chameleon, unfortunately, is just not making that pass. Chameleon has to stop at some stage. He has to stop at some stage. Where is he going in? He's not the only one running longer laps on these mediums, because Vern is out there right now, but we do have Welsh Wizard has stopped. K Flemo, obviously there's guys who have stopped who were forced to at the back of the pack. But this is where the battle is at. And is it just that the psychological battle that Chameleon is having in his head? He's going again. He's going again. He's on lap. He's going to go on to lap 15 on these tires. And look at that. There's the exit right there. 6 tenths, 6.5 tenths. And then get in the middle of the straight, Chameleon is getting it back. But because the exit is so good on those tires now, and maybe there's a bit of slippage for Chameleon, he's just losing the advantage he had in the corners. 5 tenths again, back gaining a little bit of an advantage there. So absolutely stellar stuff here. The mediums not running as well for Chameleon as the hards are now for and there it is, look, 7 tenths, 7.5 tenths, and Mayo Man now won't even have to use ERS, it would seem. He's not, look, doesn't have to use it. No advantage there now at all for Chameleon, and he gets a free lap of no ERS usage. What an absolutely stellar option. That's fantastic. This is an incredible battle. 14 laps in, big long laps here in Paul Ricard. Only 27 that we do in this one. Now, meanwhile, the long runners. Oh, here we go. No, as I said, this is where Mayo is just, all he's doing in this sector, Mayo, is parking the car right where Chameleon can't make that push. And that is a line cut. That's a line cut from Chameleon. We let it go. But here we go. Now, Supreme Bio. Significantly older tyres, I will say. So that is something. But Angry Chameleon, where will he come out and what will he be doing? Budge, Blue Gunner and Bunsey all now in the top 4. Once again, they are running the 15 lap old hards, but they have 11 laps remaining in this race. Will they go 1 or 2? They are going to go soft, clearly. And that means that Mayo Man should have the advantage. Where will Angry Chameleon come out? Is he come out in free air? That's the important. Supreme Bio, though, has made the undercut. That's huge, because that means that realistically, in real terms, Angry Chameleon has lost about 4 seconds. Now he'll get a lot of that back from Supreme Bio as this lap comes to an end, but he has Supreme Bio to contend with now, and Mayo is going to get Mayo is going to get out. Where is Mayo going to come out? Like with that in mind, he's 2.8 seconds advantage on. So he's going to come out just ahead of Supreme Boyle, depending when he stops. This is an interesting race that is developing. Supreme Boyle will be there, will be close. Angry Chameleon will make some time up on Mayo now, but he will lose some a little bit, I suppose, at the start. Oh, Mayo Man's gone in for the pit. He is the first of the hard runners to pit. Blue Gunner. What is he going on? This is the thing now. Mayo Man, is he going mediums? He sure is. He isn't gone for the softs. He's going to go mediums. He's going to have nice, fresh mediums. And here it is. This is where it's important. This is where it's important. Where is Mayo Man? Mayo Man is lost time to... He's lost the time to Supreme Boyle. But Supreme Boyle has cut that corner. And he's got a time penalty now. So Mayo Man is leading this race on a new set of mediums. And Angry Chameleon, let's see what the interval is. Angry Chameleon is now 1.5 seconds behind with very little ERS. Oh, this is a tantalizing finish to this race. Bunsey, Budge, all these guys going a lot longer. Where will they all come out? And who will blink first? Blue Gunner leading this race, but he still has to stop. And it looks like they will get it. They will go to the softs. Surely at this stage they can go to the softs with less than 10 laps left. 9 laps. They'll get 9 laps on softs. And there it is. There's Blue Gunner gone in. Budge also going in. A lot of people cutting that line there. Just where you cut it, I suppose. And Bunsey. 5-second penalty for Budge. Speeding in pit lane. Oh my god, that's the end of his race. And there is Bunsey, who is going in. Kaiser is staying out. Kaiser likes to do something different every time. Blue Gunner going mediums. Budge going to fall back behind Mayo. Mayo's going to retain the lead of this race at some stage as he hunts down Supreme Boyle. As it stands, he is net P1 considering the penalties. He is net P1, so he's only on a faster. He's in a faster car. He's in a faster car on a faster tire, and he's inside the tree, and he doesn't have any penalties by comparison to Supreme Boyle. So that is the way it stands. Now those guys are spread out a little bit. Let's see where the Iron Man and Bunsey are having this battle. Oh, let's see. We get rid of penalties and we put on tire again. It is Iron Man and Bunsey on these fresh tires. This is an interesting battle. This is not one we've seen before. Not one we've seen before. And honestly, 3-second time penalty for Bubba's Bits. Oh, and Iron Man is in the points with Big Knuckles. The Big Knuckles not too far behind, but at the same time, both have penalties. Mormick right on the back of Big Knuckles, so Mormick may get points yet. He has made his stop as well. And it looks like this is extending here, whilst Angry Chameleon has lost about 3/10. Mayo Man has gained 4/10 on Supreme Boyle, so he is hunting him down. He is doing what he needs to do. Budge, though, now very unhappy, I'd say, to have that penalty in his new fancy looking Alfa Romeo. Big knockoff, 17 laps. So Mormick is, yeah, he's going to have to stop. Mormick is all over the back of him because on those, Big Knuckles is going back to the back of he's going to go just be in front of Bubba's Bits and behind Lawrence Orr, it looks like. Hello, yeah. Let's see, honest to God, folks. There we go. Here it is. Mailman now pushing Brontosaurus with the fast slap. Brontosaurus making a push at this late. He's on the soft, so he's looking to make an impact in this race, regardless. Oh, he may retain. Oh, he may retain that fast lap as well. So Chameleon now outside 2 seconds, and Mailman is now in the DRS of Supreme Bio. So that will assist. That will. Oh, did he drop outside of it? Oh, and that's a big wide berth from Supreme. And there's Kaiser going in for his new tires. He's going softs. I like it. I like Kaiser Gunner's plan. And he's currently sitting. Well, would it be? Oh, and there's Vern going in. Rory Drain, where is he? Looks like Kaiser will get out ahead. Oh, no, he won't. Rory Drain and Bunsey have passed him, but Kaiser, I like it. Soft to the end, I like it. Do it, man. So, here we go. Here we go. Now, Mailman didn't make a whole lot of space up there, as it happens. He was inside DRS and now he's not anymore, but Chameleon's still about 2 seconds behind. So, Supreme Bio is burning and burning up that. Oh, there's Rory Drain getting passed by Bunsey as he makes a push. Iron Man also there as well. And Kaiser Gunner won't be far behind too. Kaiser going to have a nice fast push as this race comes to an end. He may now get it. He is in the points, so he may actually get fast lap if he races well on these final laps. See, Mailman is inside DRS right now. Is he going to be inside? He passed the line there, so he's going to be in DRS. So he is, yes. So he gets the DRS. Yes, he sure does. There it is. It's open. That's the start of a push for him, and that will gain him time over Angry Chameleon. Once that he stays inside there and Chameleon doesn't get inside his, that's going to be the thing that ensures that Mailman, even though he's in the slower car, may actually be able to retain that lead. Looks like he's going to lose it again just as he comes around. He is, look. Losing it. He's in and out. What is going on with the Mailman? Mailman, he was driving a lot better than this, and Angry Chameleon making a massive push now. And now we also have the issue of Angry Chameleon having a ton more ERS. Angry Chameleon is making a push, but he doesn't have a ton more anymore after he's done that. Big Knockout gets another time penalty that puts him out of the points probably for the remainder of this race. Okay, let's see. Angry is, after a little bit of a push there, Angry's fallen back a little bit. But he is much faster in that final sector. Mailman is not enjoying the sector 3. But he is doing enough to keep Chameleon outside of that DRS. But he isn't getting inside Supremes anymore. Supreme is literally burning everything he's got. So maybe there was a little bit of a wobble there for Mailman last time. Oh, that was a massive corner cut by Supreme. He has to have gotten a warning for that. And as you saw, Iron Man did get a warning too. Now, Mailman is back into DRS. If he crosses the line here, this is a big long straight. Oh, he didn't get it. Oh, he's back in. Is he on? Is he in it? Has he crossed the line? He is. And Chameleon is not. Let's see. Yes, he's open. And that might be the advantage that Mayo needs. Oh, Chameleon needs to burn the ERS like crazy, and he is. But right now, The DRS is keeping Chameleon away from it all. And he's after burning all that ERS. He's now down to 25%. And Mayo is ahead as it happens. Everybody's out of ERS. Everybody absolutely out of it. But now there is somebody between Mayo and Chameleon. This is an incredible battle there. And Blue Gunner joins the back of this. Now Chameleon has something to defend against as well. Oh my. Oh my. And everybody, absolutely everybody is in the DRS. Its status, it remains the same. It remains the same. Mayo has got 19% ERS. Supreme has none. Chameleon has a little bit, but Blue Gunner has a lot. Blue Gunner has 46% ERS in this final sector. Supreme Bio will drop a little bit, so it looks like an Angry Chameleon, Mailman, and Blue Gunner podium as it stands. Budge will be kicking himself for getting yet another drive-through, or not drive-through, but speeding in the pit lane penalty. That was crazy bad for him previously. He is, fortunate enough for him, 9 seconds ahead of Bunsey. Mailman is now behind, and this is it. This is the live race. Oh, look at this race. Mailman gets it back. Mailman gets it back. What an incredible overtake coming into this final sector, and I'm out of this fucking race again. Oh, fuck me. Lap 23 of 27. Honestly, folks. I'm just fucking tired. We will get back for the final laps of this race, and hopefully we won't get kicked out again. Lap 24. So, how do things stand as this race comes to an end? Let's find out. Hopefully it will still be. Oh, come on. Mailman leads with Supreme Bio in second, and Chameleon will get second place. So, there we are. We are with Mormick is in there. Yeah, Mormick is doing alright as well. He's on the mediums. He's gonna probably push Rory Drain close. But here we go. This is the live battle at the front. Look at these guys. All four of them. Budge sitting out there in a race on his own in his new Alpha. But let's see how this goes. Oh, I'm out of the fucking race again. Are you fucking shitting me? I can only do so much, folks. I can only do so fucking much. This fucking game. Come on to fuck. And we're back. And we're probably on lap 26 now. 25. Thank you, Knockos. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I do have invitations there that I can use, but I am just getting fucking absolutely fucking lashed out of it now. Sick to fucking death of this shit. That's the fourth time I've been kicked out of this race today. Anyway, we are back. We are back. We are back. Let's do it. Let's get these final laps in. And it's Mayo Man who still leads. I don't, honestly, God, like I've lost the will to talk, to be honest. Thank you very much, Knockos, for that. Much appreciated. How are you doing that when you're driving? And it keeps putting me back on Griffin. So you have to join the start of it, or the front of it. Oh, look at that. Oh, running very wide. Blue Gunner is now overtaking Chameleon. Oh, Chameleon is off the podium. Well, he's off the podium provisionally, but he's going to get back on because Supreme Bio will drop down. But Blue Gunner making an impact now. Alpha Terry, as we come around through lap 26. This is where the battle's at, folks. Everybody else is miles apart. How is Knockos sending me invitations? I appreciate it, fella. I appreciate it. You're supposed to be racing back there. Or am I commenting on a race that nobody's fucking racing in? I'm going to fucking bed, man. I'm going to, if you are fucking doing that to me, my bastard. You cunts. You pack of cunts. I swear to God, if you are doing, I apologise for the language, but I swear to God if I find out you fuckers not racing. Like and subscribe just for that comment alone. Here we go. Mayo Man looks like he's in control here. And Blue Gunner is now looking like he's going on. He doesn't need to do it, but he's on track. He is ahead. But Angry Chameleon falling away a little bit now, as he cannot compete with Blue Gunner on those mediums. Oh, that's a good exit. Like that was an incredible exit. Oh. That was an incredible move by Chameleon. It was a little unorthodox, we'll say. But Angry Chameleon is now nearly a second behind Supreme Bio as a result of that. But look at this. There's the DRS. Blue Gunner lost a lot of time as a result of those maneuvers. Oh, a little bit of a corner cut there. He's probably have gotten a warning for that. But Mayo Man is in cruise control. And Mayo Man is coming around, and we will join him as he comes around this final sector. He is out of the DRS of Supreme Bio. Won't matter anyway because there are no major DRS zones left. This man is going to take the win. He is going to take the win, and Chameleon makes a last-ditch effort dive bomb around the outside of Blue Gunner to get third position back, or what will be second position. But Mayo Man is coming down and around the final turn as he goes across the line. He is giving a bit of swerve as we have Supreme Bio doing it as well, and Chameleon retains second position. Supreme Bio drops to fourth. Budge stays in fifth. Great result for that, for those two drivers, Budge and Chameleon, with second and fifth. Mayo Man takes his first win, an incredible result for him, and it's long overdue. The man has been absolutely magical this season so far, and he is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Bunsey down in sixth, which means that Mayo Man will put a big dent in the lead of Bunsey in this season. Kaiser gets a really good 7th position. Rory Drain in 8th. Mormick up to 9th. Ironman in the other Ferrari in 10th. Griffin in 11th. Vernon in 12th. Ronosaurus in 13th. Knockos, excuse me, in 14th. And Welsh Wizard in 15th. Kay Flemo is out of this session for whatever reason. He's after DNFing. And it looks like it is a 17th position for the first ever race for Bubba's Bits, or Wets 69. Why not see out early in this race? And it just looks like, honest to God, it just looks like that was an absolute disaster. There was a lot of people around, and there's big gaps between everybody. Not a track that many people like. Mormick does like it, likes it so much he put a max bet of 4-1 on himself, but not making it happen today. Qualification didn't go his way. But what did go somebody's way is Mayo Man. Mayo Man taking his win, and an absolutely deserved win, the first of the season. I think Chameleon showed him a little bit of respect during that race, didn't try and do what he was doing before, and didn't go for it unless it was a clear opportunity, because he didn't want to be doing again what he had done previously. Anyway, here he is, the Mayo Man. He's walking out onto the podium, and he is our week 5 win. What a great race for some people. For other people, honest to God, folks, it was shit to watch. It wasn't the greatest race to watch. It wasn't a great race. There was the front runners, which was great. The front runners were great, but everything after that was decidedly average. Anyway, let's run through the race director for those who might need it. We had 4 stop Brontosaurs there, finished in 13th. Incidents. Exceeding track limits on the first one for Chameleon. And I'd say he got one near the end as well, because that was close. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't normally do this, but there you go, folks. That is the race. And we may find out sometime in the near future why in the name of God Budge was in an alpha. Folks, I am just about done with this game and everything. But thank you so much for joining me again tonight. It is very much appreciated. I am exhausted. I had a hell of a day in work, and I was looking forward to this, but I honestly, with all the shit that was going on, I lost the motivation, let's say. But it has been absolute pleasure once again to be your host tonight for Wheel to Wheel. I will be back here regardless of how I feel. Tired or not, I will be back here this time next week, and we will see you then for Singapore in week 6 in Wheel to Wheel season 4. Thank you very much, folks.